Hello, YouTube. So, I decided to make a video today on what appears to be the best Pokemon of all time. I've made 4 sets for the best Pokemon. Some of them are good, and a couple of them are meme sets, but you can get quite successful with this Pokemon being Sylveon. Sylveon is a very interesting Pokemon, very high damage fairy type moves, so situational, but it can do some destructive damage in obviously the meta. A lot of the Pokemon being dragon types in OU of singles, and a lot of the restricted Pokemon being dragon types in VGC. So if you can get Sylveon to outspeed said dragon type, Sylveon could be quite dangerous. Moving on to the first set, this is possibly the most viable set. Pixie Plate, Pixelate Sylveon, Hyper Voice is main damage. You've got Mystical Fire as some coverage and a support move. You've got Yawn just to stop some people sweeping through your team. You've also got Protect. Pretty simple stat spread. Mild should not be. There we go. Modest. High HP, so you can live some hits, especially physically you're not living anything. And then just maxed out special attack. You want to be doing as much damage as possible. Quite self-explanatory. Next set's more of a supportive set. You're as bulky as you can possibly be in defense, and well, except for the nature, but the nature does more for special defense than it does defense, so I've decided to make it a calm nature. You've got Mystical Fire for support, so you can live more attacks. You've got Wish, because Wish is a decent healing move, and Sylveon doesn't get Recover. You've got Yawn to stop probably restricted mons if you can get a Yawn off, and Protect, because Protect is really good on Sylveon. Leftovers, so you can live more attacks, and Cute Charm, because you're not going to have much to do with Pixelate, and if someone hits you physically, it could infatuate them. That would be pretty strong if the 30% of a procs. But otherwise, if you're using a normal type attack that does damage, Pixelate's pretty much always better. But on this set specifically, Q-Charm is significantly stronger. Next we have a bit of a meme set. Physical Sylveon, I never recommend using this. Last resort quick attack, max speed. You probably need Tailwind to make this work when spamming last resort. But last resort being 140 base power, it actually does a surprising amount of damage. It can take people off guard with the quick attack last resort. I personally think it's funny. If you can ever get it to work in VGC, go ahead, but there are just Pokemon that would do this one's job better, because they just hit harder. But Pixelate, last resort boost, last resort becomes more powerful than a Hyper Beam, so that's something to take into account. And next is the set I use in my videos. I basically only use Hyper Voice on the set. It does a lot of damage. Choice specs, it's probably the hardest hitting Sylveon out there. Hyper Beam in case I need to instantly kill something. Yawn and Mystical Fire are just there to take up slots. I basically never use these moves unless there's a Ferrothorn on the field. Or I never use Yawn. Max speed to take care of Tailwinds, just the highest possible special attack. Some HP. Makes sense. Yeah, this one has the EVs invested. Yeah. So, yeah, those are my 4 ways that I'd build a Sylveon. I might come up with more in the future, but for now, I'd recommend either using the first or the 4th one, because this one is way more reliable, because you can do so much more with it, and it has Protect, whereas I wouldn't ever run Protect on this Sylveon, because it's got choice specs. Unless you want to run Pixie Plate instead of choice specs, or Life Orb even, but I wouldn't run Life Orb because you don't have enough HP as it is. And then you run Protect instead of Yawn. That could work. But yeah, those are the 4 sets. The let me know down in the comments below what Pokemon you'd like next. I'm okay to do any possible Pokemon as long as it fits into VGC Series 10. I'll explore it a little bit, I'll look at it, see what it's capable of in the format, and if it's not very good in the format, I'll let you know. Sylveon, not the best Pokemon for the format, but like, you can make Sylveon work really well. It's got a lot of interesting moves, Fake Tears being one of them. It's got a screen if you want a screen Sylveon. I don't think it has Reflect. No, it has Reflect. You can make a screen Sylveon. That's a possibility. But again, there are just mons that do it better. Anyway, this was the Sylveon video. I'm now signing off.